Hello everyone, Dracon84 here and welcome back to another Luck Be a Landlord video. I don't really have that much to say today. It's snowing outside, which is really weird since it's spring. I mean, it's just weird. Otherwise, I mean, we're just going to play this game here. Are we going to go cultists? Sure. It's kind of high variance in the long run, but I think it's just correct to do so. I think it will be a while before I know for sure how good it is to pick up a cultist that early, but you know what? No reason not to do it. Early on I'm going to add a lot of symbols and maybe later on too. Honestly, I think brown pepper might actually be better than lime pepper. When it just came out, I probably wouldn't have thought so, but you just add a lot of symbols during a run. I don't think we need to pick something up here. Let's just skip here. This is gonna be a low roll because of the crow. That's 9. There's a key. Key is great because we have the lockbox. Yeah, I'm very happy with it staying around for a little bit. And you see, every time we pick up a symbol, we get 1 money. There's a cultist. I'm gonna pick up a second cultist over a call here. I think that's very reasonable. I mean, if you picked up a cultist, you just want as many cultists as you can. We haven't made it by that much, but we have made it. So we want 100, which means that we want 18 every spin. Let's just pick a 2-value symbol. Make a 2-value symbol, sure. We're gonna lose the key and the lockbox, and at some point 17 is fine. Do we want a second lockbox? There's always a small chance that they cancel each other out, right? That the key randomly opens up both lockboxes at the same time. I've had that happen sometimes, but no, it's just not worth it. Let's just skip here. Right. 34, that was a good spin. Wine is a 3-value symbol, 3-sided die is a 2-value symbol, so that's a very easy one. I mean, it's not a 3-value symbol right now, but we don't need it right now. I mean, we kind of need it a little bit to get ahead, but we're still in decent shape. Do we want a shiny pebble? Probably not, right? We kind of want to transition away from 1-value symbols. We don't mind seeing commons because we want as many cultists as we can. Removal capsule is going to be extremely good in the long run. Not right now. Chemical 7 is better right now. We're at 120, we have 1 more spin to go, so we are going to make it. By how much? I mean, Chemical 7, it's the second one we've seen, but it's the first one we would pick. If we don't see 3 of these, it's not going to be very good. I'm gonna go for the removal capsule here. Not sure about that, but that's interesting. So a dot just got added, and we got 1 gold from the brown pepper. Of course, it's a symbol that got added, but I've never actually seen that happen. That's good to realize that that's happening. If you're actually counting those, because that's a lot of work. We can get another removal capsule. We don't have that many symbols, but I think we are in decent shape to do this. Alright. Shedding Season? I think Shedding Season is really good here. Grey Pepper is also kind of decent because we already have a removal token and we just picked up another removal capsule. So Grey Pepper is going to high roll a little bit compared to how it does usually. I don't mind picking up a Shedding Season here. I mean, Rabbit's Fluff isn't even that great. We want to transition to 3-value symbols at some point. We want cultists, although I found that runs where I have a lot of rare chance, sometimes I also get just loads of cultists in those runs, so there's a lot of randomness involved. Gray pepper is pretty decent. I'm gonna go with the gray pepper here, but I have no idea what the correct pick is there. I think both are defensible. 20. And we see a rabbit fluff anyway. All uncommons. I mean, let's grab the rabbit fluff. We are really priced into getting Nori the rabbit or something similar. 23. We actually want 26 every spin. I don't think we can pick a call here, can we? Maybe we can. If we have only 2 dots right now, we have 2 cultists. I'm gonna see how much we need to make every spin. 150 minus 80. Oh, 150. My calculator is not cooperating. 150 minus 84 divided by 4. 17 every spin. We're definitely making that. So we're going to make next rent and probably one after that too, because we have 3 removal tokens. I'm gonna pick up the call. But we need some good things in addition to what we're doing, because that's just 20. 20 is definitely not a lot. That's with the -3 from the crow, and the crow is generally going to be better than that. It probably means that we're not picking up an essence capsule here. I don't know for sure if we are that much ahead. We might be. We don't know for sure. We could do a reroll here, but I don't think that's great. Let's just skip. Again, we're making this rent. 24. Third cultist, yes. There's nothing I would pick over it right there. Alright, not picking up a second call. We picked up the previous call. Don't want any of these symbols, don't want to reroll. Yeah, that third cultist put us definitely ahead. Right, from 2 1-value symbols, we are now on 3 3-value symbols, and that's huge. Alright, Nori the Rabbit Essence would have worked great with the shedding season that we passed on. We might still pick it, but we could also go with the anthropology degree. We want as many cultists as we can, and there are a lot of good rares that we might want to pick. Shrine Essence is okay too, but we don't have any way to create spirits, so that's probably not worth it. I'm gonna go with the Anthropology degree Essence since it works best with what we're already trying to do, but I'm not sure how good it is exactly. So we could go with a big ore or a second coconut half. I would probably pick up the second coconut half before the big ore, because, I mean, if we find something that works with it, it's going to be good anyway. It's kind of difficult to know for sure. I mean, Voidstone, we just want more symbols, right? We have 3 removals, so we want to find a way to remove stuff. Yeah, let's pick up the coconut half, it's fine. Coin on a string is something to remove. Yellow pepper might actually be better than the coin on a string here. But a free removal? We don't really need a free removal here. But yellow pepper? No, I think yellow pepper is just going to give us more, right? The coin on a string is going to give us 1 every spin. Yellow pepper is going to give us 2 every spin, and that's just more. 31. There's a rare. It's not a guaranteed rare. Yeah, I think we need it. 22 symbols. We could start removing things. Let's remove the flower at the very least. $36, yeah, that's good. I think we need to pick up the frozen fossil here. It's just so good. It will remove our cultists, so we need kind of a second plan. But it's just so good. I think it's another 0 value symbol, so that's something to keep in mind, right? We have the coal, we have 2 dots, we're probably going to get another... Oh, that's 4 dots actually. they're just all in sync. That's 4 dots, 1 coal. If we are going to add another zero value symbol here, is that even going to be okay? I mean, we can't pass up on it, I think, but now that we're here, there are a few things that we can do, right? We can start removing the cultists once we know for sure that the Eldritch creature is coming out. We can keep them to pick hexes that we would like to remove instantly. We could remove the coal. We probably don't want to. Let's spin first. 33. I mean, 33 is decent. That means that we're making this rent, so that's fine. We have a lot of symbols that we want to remove anyway. Probably skip here again. Oh, I completely forgot that I had a bear. That's fine. We're getting a lot of random rares. It's weird, right? Sometimes you don't see a rare before rent payment that you need to pay 300 at. And then other times you just see a lot of rares. Yeah, I think we need to pick up the amethyst. There are a bunch of ways to make it better, so I think that's it. Let's remove the coin. Could have removed the cherry or whatever, but I think this is fine. Right. We've already made this rent, so that's fine anyway. Yeah, we're actually over already. Cat is another 2 value symbol. We have so many bad symbols that I think we need to pick up something like this. I'm actually going to pick up the Hex of Emptiness, instantly remove it. It gives us some temporary money from the Grey Pepper, and it speeds up the Frozen Fossil. Not by that much, but I think it's worth it. Alright, we're over 300, which means that we're a full rent payment ahead now. That's good. Now, it's important to note that part of the amount that we're ahead is from the cultists, and that means that we might be in trouble if the cultists are getting eaten by the Eldritch creature. We might not be. Let's just see what happens. No, we don't want the dwarf to remove our wine because that's a 3 value symbol. We might want a 3rd cat, just to have the symbols. No, I don't think we... I don't know. Do we want another 2 value symbol? I'm gonna pick the 3rd cat because of a lot of synergies that we could get from it. There's a light bulb. I want the light bulb to power up the amethyst. Once we pick that, we could actually remove the pearl right now. Yeah, let's remove the pearl to make sure that whenever the light bulb hits something, it's the amethyst. Right, we're optimizing the amethyst right now, and that should help us a lot. This is our guaranteed rare from the lucky capsule, right? Yeah. Magic key is okay, but we can definitely do better than that. Let's reroll. Let's reroll. There's a tomb. Tomb is fine. It's not great, but we can make it work. That's 40. 40 is actually a lot. We're seeing a lot of things that could work with things that we skipped on, right? Axe of Midas would have worked well with the coin on a string that we skipped. Yeah, it's fine. We don't have removal capsules, so we can't just pick it and then instantly remove it. And we are just consistently getting more and more rares. That's really weird. I'm not complaining. I'm very happy with it. This rare isn't doing that much, but... Oh, importantly, it's actually not working with the coconut halves. It gave us -3 this spin. Well, that's fine, I guess. Yeah, we don't want any of these. We're getting less ahead right now. Let's grab another Hex of Tedium. Right, once our Eldritch creature is coming out, it's going to be very good for us. And I mean, we have all of the rares that we want anyway, so that's fine. Right, 375. We need to make 48 every spin for that. I think we can do that. None of these work for us. I'm probably going to pick up Cloud Current Essence. Jack-o'-lantern Essence could interact with Anthropology Degree, probably. It's not great. I have no idea what I want here. None of these are interesting. We're definitely not activating Swear Jar anymore. No, I mean, we're not getting 20 or less in a spin. So I don't know. There's another rare. Chef? Yeah, we definitely want the chef. We have a wine, we have 2 coconut halves. It's just fine. Alright, the rabbit makes 2 of our symbols better, so that's kind of the same as horseshoe, but it can actually make other things better too. 48 this spin, that's fine. Yep. Chef is cooking, and we're gonna get a diamond next spin. That's also going to be very good for us. Target would be okay. No, it wouldn't be. We don't want the target here. Alright. Yeah, there's our diamond, which means that the light bulb is going to activate on more things, but that's fine. Do we want the second rabbit fluff? It's a 3-value symbol now. My son is making a few sounds, but he should really sleep. I don't think there's a reason to think that he would start waking up. So the Eldritch Creature is going to clean up 5 of our symbols. So we're going to be at 22. After that, the light bubble is going to remove itself, which leaves us at 21. Do we want another 3-value symbol? The thing is that there are ways that we can make our rabbit fluffs even better. I'm just gonna pick it up here. I think it's fine. Oh no, our dove is made to give 0. There's a dove. We are picking up a dove. That's great. It's also going to interact with the Eldritch Creature if it lines up. There's a buffing capsule. We are getting a lot of good things here. Alright. Eldritch Creature is free. No, none of these really help us. We could pick up a bubble in theory. We actually need a little bit to make this rent. That's interesting. I'm just gonna skip here. No reason not to. Alright, we are making this rent, that's fine. Let's grab another light bulb because we want our amethyst to be powered up as much as possible. And I think there's really not much else that we want here. Yes, we've made this rent. We're over 400, but we're not that close to 450. So we need to make another jump. We need to make 58 every spin right now. But we have a lot of ways that we can get better. Joker doesn't help us. So we can pick up a Hex of Tedium, which helps us power up our Eldritch Creature, and we want our Eldritch Creature and our dove to be hit by the bronze arrow as many times as possible. I mean, that's just fine. Alternatively, we can reroll the Joker. We don't want the Joker, it doesn't help us. It's very unlikely for the Anthropology Degree Essence to trigger. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now, but 3 of them are going to go away. I'm gonna go and just grab this thing. There's a Shedding Season. I really don't want a Shedding Season. Happy Hour is going to make our wine a little bit better. Let's just go for that. And let's remove Cherry, I guess. That's our last 1-value symbol, right? Yeah. After that, it's probably the crow. The dove isn't doing anything yet, but we have made 62 this spin, which is extremely good. Yeah, this skip and 53. That's actually not enough, but in the end, we are going to be in decent shape. I mean, a third light bulb for the amethyst, is that even good? I don't know. Let's do it. I haven't experimented with it that much. But there's a lot of ways that this can power up stuff. I mean, we're just going to go all out and see if we can make this work. 51, that's probably not enough either, right? It's kind of close. Alright, I mean, when we get these kinds of spins, we are going to be in very good shape, right? That's 77, that's good. But how good is it? Do we need something like a monkey right now? Right, we have so many symbols, we need to clean stuff up. I mean, our light bulbs are cleaning themselves up. The coconuts halves are okay with the chef, but not that great. Our farmer actually isn't doing anything. That's probably fine too. I don't know. The thing about the monkey is that, right, once it ate the coconut halves, it doesn't have anything to do anymore, and it becomes another symbol for us to remove. But we want to remove the coconut halves anyway at some point, so let's just do this and hope for things to line up well for us. Right, our amethyst should be able to take over at some point, and that's really what we're hoping for here. Of course. Dove's still not doing anything, but we are in decent shape. Yeah, 71, that's great. Key, we don't have anything to do for the key, so... And we're ahead again. Yeah, I think picking up those light bulbs was actually just exactly what we needed to do. It's a little bit on the slow side, but there's really no reason not to do it. There's a small way that Wanted Poster could be interesting with the monkey, but I think it's just Void Portal, right? We've destroyed 20 symbols, so we're going to get 21 from this. It's not great, but it's fine. Let's get a second dove, even though the first one hasn't given us anything yet. I mean, it's a 2-value symbol, but we're really trying to make it work here. That was 63, I think. That's good. We need 68 every spin. Do we want to reroll here? We don't need to reroll, I think. I'm gonna do it anyway. No, none of these help us. Yeah, we have so many symbols that our synergies aren't popping up as much as we want them to. That's something to keep in mind. Alright, one dove has done something. It's now a 4-value symbol, which means that it's worth it. Still don't want a dwarf. No, still don't want a dwarf. Skip. Dot is disappearing. 70. Yeah, 79. Right. 69. Very nice. Lucky capsule. Yeah, I still think that we're doing pretty well here. 75, that's great. Farmer. I mean, our first farmer isn't doing anything. I don't think our second one is going to do anything. Now this is just a waste of a rare. Nothing we can do about it, but our amethyst is growing and growing and growing. And once it's there, it's going to be very good for us. We are in shape to pick up an essence capsule here. I'm gonna do it. Alright, that's also great. Both of our doves are getting powered up by one thing. Milk, we have 3 cats, so it's not going to be long for this world. 47, that's definitely not a lot, but we are ahead by 1 rent payment again. The amount that we are ahead really fluctuates a lot. We don't really have a lot of good essences for the Popsicle Essence to do something with. I mean, Popsicle Essence is borderline busted if you can use it, and on lower difficulty levels you just get so many essences that it's really easy to use it. Right now I think it's just bowling ball. beehive works with the bear, but it's just going to poop out a lot of 3-value symbols, and we don't really need those. We don't need a ruby either. Let's reroll. Magic key can be okay. Strawberry is probably fine. We have 2 things that it works with. I'm just gonna do this, and I am going to be critical about what I pick up, but when we see a buffing capsule, for example, that's just going to be very good for us. Nope. And even if we just get a few useful symbols, it's still going to be great for us. Don't want a rabbit. Nah. Skip. Skip. Alright. Then we get to remove something. It's probably the crow, right? Crow just gave minus money. It's just a 2-value symbol now. Let's remove it. I'm also not that sure how good it was to pick up the milk. We just have so many symbols. Might have been wrong to do it. But then we get a roll like this, and this is just insane. Yep, this is what we were working towards. Sometimes you just need a few things to really make things pop. We skipped on egg carton twice. Probably fine. We could have removed the monkey probably. We still have the coconut halves, but do we still have the coconut halves? We have 1. We have a strawberry, so the second one we probably have to pick up. Right, a lot of symbols are getting removed. When we have the chance to remove the monkey, we are going to do so. We don't want a 4th cat or a Hex of Midas, nope. Those help us. We are very stuffed on symbols, and it's hindering us because we have a lot of synergies that we want to use. On the other hand, I mean, it is working, right? We have the doves that are doing something. The tomb is actually spitting out spirits for the doves to use. We are so much ahead that it's easy to pick up an essence capsule for us. Yeah, everything is working very well for us, but it's really weird. Alright, there's the essence capsule going. I was kind of scared that it wouldn't pop up here. 88, yeah, we have won this run. We have had to make a lot of interesting decisions. The only one that gives us money is brown pepper, so fine. Adoption papers essence. It's probably not doing anything, right? Let's just go for the black pepper. Beastmaster is insane. We have an eldritch creature and 2 doves. We have some other animals too. Yeah, it's by far the best thing we can do here. 4-leaf clover, sure. Get another spirits, which might interact with the doves again. We definitely have too many symbols, but I mean, it's working. That's the only thing that I'm gonna say here, it's working. Let's grab a chemical 7 because it's a chemical 7. I mean, it's never going to make things bad for us, right? The chemical 7. Yeah. This has been a very interesting run. We have been offered so many rares, and they've been interacting with each other in interesting ways. A lot of them haven't been interacting with each other. Picking up the coconut half was probably wrong too, but because we have so many symbols, not because I mean, the monkey is the thing that makes this an okay pick, but it's not good enough because we have so many symbols. That said, since we've already won, it really doesn't matter. And just look at how good the Beastmaster is. I mean, once we picked up the Beastmaster, it just became completely impossible for us to lose anymore. Yeah. And the doves become even better. We have an engine here which is just insanely strong for us. The bowling ball essence is going to go away next spin, but we definitely don't need it anymore. We have already won because we need 6 more gold to make our next rent, and we have 10 spins to get it. Let's skip on the amethyst here. We don't need it. We could pick up the honey, but why? Apple. No, it doesn't do anything for us. Let's just skip here. There's the lockpick for that thing. Whatever. Push fruit. Skip. Skip. Let's remove that stupid monkey. Oh no, we just added that stupid coconut half. What are we going to do about it? Let's just remove the 3-sided die, it's fine. Yeah, there's the bowling ball essence going. Dove is still going strong. We don't want the second bronze arrow, even though it would be pretty strong here. Maybe this is actually a point where, yeah, the second bronze arrow would probably have been good. I don't think we need it, obviously, but something to keep in mind that this is, right, we have so many symbols that a second arrow, we have a lot of turns where no arrows are popping up, and when the arrow is hitting our dove or our elvish creature, that was a very difficult sentence to say. When the arrow hits one of our really big symbols, we are just so happy that I think it would actually have been correct to just move in on the second arrow. That said, I mean, doesn't matter for this run. But again, keep things in mind for future runs. 108. Yeah, we could still have tried to go for the anthropology degree essence, but once we picked up the eldritch creature, I basically decided that it wouldn't be realistic to go for it. Right. Eldritch creature is eating again, which means that we've got 111 here. Yeah. Fun run. I mean, we got such an insane amount of rares. So our early game was a bit weird. We picked up 2 peppers and a pizza the cat, which is fine, but it's not game breaking in any way. We did get 2 cultists and eventually a 3rd one. We picked up a coal, which was kind of scary because we picked up an eldritch creature too. The thing about the grey pepper is though that we picked it up when we already had 2 removal tokens, and we just got another one too from just our rent cycle. So the grey pepper was already worth 18. And early on, that's actually a lot of money. We picked up the rabbit, we picked up the wine. The farmer and the chef didn't do that much, but I think we got enough synergies together that this was just... It ended up being not that difficult of a run. Alright, now the question is, how are we doing? 59.7%, so we are very, very, very close to 60%. Win streak of 2, that's fine. I had a lot of fun, not the most standard run of Luck Be a Landlord here, but I think we made a lot of interesting decisions. There were a lot of fun points here. I think this was a good run. Anyway, leave me a comment if you have something to say about the videos, the channel, whatever. I welcome any kind of feedback because that's how we get better. And I will see you next time on another Luck Be a Landlord video. Goodbye.